don't need your Buc-ee's. We don't desire your paper nuggets.
We don't want to live here if there's going to be a Buc-ee's there, that's for sure.
It's about the sanctity of this town's soul, if you want to call it that.
It's a story we've been reporting on for months, the controversial Buc-ee's annexation proposal in the town of Palmer Lake. And tonight, voters will have the chance to have their voices heard. Today is the town's special election. Voters will be deciding on two things: if two trustees should be removed from office and the future of annexations in the town. This would include the request by travel chain Buc-ee's to have a location in Palmer Lake. We're bringing you team coverage on this special election tonight. Both our Peter Choi and Bill Folsom will break down those two questions on the ballot, and Eleanor Sheehan shares the economic impact Buc-ee's could have on the town. But let's start with our Noah Kaplan. He is joining us live tonight from Town Hall, where voters have less than an hour now to drop off their ballots. So Noah, tell us about the activity there.
Diane, we've seen a steady flow of traffic into and out of the ballot box since about between 4 and 5 o'clock this evening. People getting off work, picking the kids up from school, and then heading to drop off their ballots. Again, they have until 7 o'clock to do so. So like you said, a little less than an hour. Now, the Palmer Lake Town Board of Trustees set this election back at the end of June. They mailed the ballots out to voters in town the week of August 18th. Now, if you are wondering, there's still time to register to vote. In fact, a woman approached me and said, I can't vote. I'm not registered in the town of Palmer Lake. She's a Palmer Lake citizen. I said, there's still time. You have until 7 o'clock to register and hand in your ballot. You just have to have lived in the town of Palmer Lake since August 18th. So you still got less than an hour to do so, but still time to make your voice heard. Reporting live in Palmer Lake, Noah Kaplan, News 5.
Noah, thank you. As we mentioned, one of the decisions voters will be making is about how the town handles future annexations. News 5's Peter Choi is in the studio tonight to explain. Peter.
Yeah, it has been heated debate for months, especially centered around Texas-based travel store Buc-ee's near I-25 and County Line Road. And that's why this specific ballot question about annexation is so important, because the future of Buc-ee's or any other businesses in Palmer Lake could rest on this one question. So here's what's on the ballot: whether any future annexation must first be approved by voters. If the annexation measure passes, no land can be annexed without approval from registered voters. The ordinance would take effect immediately, though, which means it will apply to any annexations approved within the past year. If it fails, annexation decisions stay with the Board of Trustees. That means trustees could vote on the Buc-ee's request as early as October. Now, one more thing. In the ballot question, all annexation proposals have to comply with the state law. Again, we will see if voters want that decision in their own hands or leave it with town leaders. Diane.
Peter, thank you. The two Palmer Lake trustees who are on the ballot for recall are encouraging all eligible voters to cast a ballot. They're hearing some will stay away from the polls out of frustration over the ugliness around the special election. News 5's Bill Folsom is joining us now with more on this part of the special election. Bill.
Yeah, Diane, there are more than 2,100 active voters in Palmer Lake, and these two trustees want all of them to vote either for or against them. There's been input and money put into this by people against Buc-ee's who live outside of Palmer Lake. The trustees hope the vote represents the whole Palmer Lake community. A small town suddenly facing big debate fueled by Buc-ee's asking to expand to the edge of the community. It's caused a community clash leading to a special election.
I think a lot of people are mostly just ready for it to be done.
An attitude of avoidance concerns Kevin Dreher and Shauna Ball, the two trustees up for recall.
I encourage people to vote however their side is. I think it's important as a citizen to get out there and vote.
Really find the truth out for yourself first, and then go vote.
The recall claims the two trustees have failed to provide fair, balanced, and well-informed leadership. The trustees say this is all because of a vote on the legality of Buc-ee's asking for annexation, not whether they wanted it or not.
It is simply, does it qualify for annexation, yes or no? It's a legal question.
They say their yes votes have gone beyond politics to ugly personal attacks.
People see something and then they run with it or want to represent a certain stance. So they twist it. With social media, it's easy to do.
calling us corrupt. We're not corrupt. I haven't been doing anything corrupt. I haven't been meeting with people with Buc-ee's. I haven't received any money from anyone with Buc-ee's.
Definitely harassing emails. I've gotten text messages that I'm astonished that someone would send somebody else.
While the ballot questions their ability to serve, they see it as something else.
It's all about not wanting Buc-ee's.
Now, some in the community fear this election is just part of more to come. If the trustees stay, they believe people against Buc-ee's will turn to lawsuits that will draw on all of the town's budget. Diane?